Hi everybody, it's me, Spring, the fiber enthusiast. Welcome back for another tutorial. This is the start of the 2022 Tattalong. That is a mystery Tattalong. It will last the course of 7 weeks. Each week I will put up a new clue. Each week we'll be using a different color. That is if you choose. I'm using 7 different colors, one color to represent each week. It'll make it easier for you to decipher which week you're on if you can see the color in the thumbnail. So red is going to be week 1. I'm going through the colors of the rainbow. So we're going to start with about a 3-foot tail, but you're going to need some thread and a corresponding needle. I am using a number 10 crochet thread and a number 5 tatting needle. Now, if you shuttle tat and know how to take it from a needle tatting tutorial and turn it into a shuttle tatting, more power to you. Welcome in. That is wonderful. I know it can be done. I've taken multiple shuttle tatting patterns and switched them to needle tatting. So it's possible, and you can feel free to go ahead and do that. So once you have your 3 foot of tail, you're going to want that on the side you're holding your needle in, whether that be the left or the right. It depends on what dominant hand you are. Mine is in my right, and my working thread is on my left. Now, this is not a beginner tatting tutorial. I have a whole playlist, and within that playlist, I explain and go over the different size threads, the different size needles, how to do different stitches. I have multiple tutorials on tatting. So you can go check that out if you want, and then come back after you've figured out how to needle tat. Or if you just want to watch, by all means, hang out and watch. Let me know what you think at the end of the video. All right, let's get started. This is a mystery clue week 1 in the color of red. Okay, so what we're going to start with is 5 double stitches. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Let's make a picot and 3 double stitches. 3, picot, 3 double stitches, picot, and 5 double stitches. 2, 3, 4, and 5. All right, so this is a ring. You're going to want to go carefully, especially right here at the beginning, because there is so much tail thread. We're going to end up with knots if we're not careful. So make sure and go slow. Don't forget to reserve a little loop at the end so that way you can pull your tail thread through that loop and turn it into a ring. Just take your time. There we go. We're getting close. Now from the back side, we're going to go under and through that loop and pull our tail thread through it. Okay. Now go ahead and finish drawing through all that thread tail there. Once you have your tail thread through, go ahead and close to form a ring, like such. Turn your work over from right to left if you are right-handed. And in that teardrop, we're going to bring our needle from the back and through and form a knot. Okay. Now we're set up to start our arch. And we're going to start with 5 double stitches. Picot and 2 double stitches. Picot and 2 double stitches. Picot and 5 double stitches. Okay, this is an arch, so we are going to just pull straight through. Remember, just kind of go slow and shift your tail thread around, because this much tail thread and you will have some knots happen. Slowly work it through. Occasionally you might have to let your needle and tail thread dangle to get some of this twist out of it, so it won't twist up on itself so bad. All right, finally. Okay, so what we have now is our first ring and our first arch. The ring and the arch both have 3 picots on them. Okay, so we have 5 double stitches picot, 3 double stitches picot, 3 double stitches picot, 5 double stitches. That was for our ring. And then 5 double stitches picot, 2 double stitches picot, 2 double stitches picot, 5 double stitches for our arch. Turn your work over like you're turning the page of a book, and place a knot through the teardrop here. There we go. All right, now we're going to start connecting rings. The rings will be exactly the same. Let me zoom back out just a hair. The rings will be exactly the same as the ring prior. The only difference is your first picot you're going to attach to this side picot on the previous ring. Right here. Okay, so go ahead and double stitch 5 double stitches and attach to that picot. Okay, so now we're going to attach to this picot. And then finish the ring exactly the same as our previous ring was done. 3 double stitches, because by attaching it, it is like a picot. So 3 double stitches, picot, 3 double stitches, picot, and 5 double stitches. 4 and 5. Okay, this is a ring. So we're going to pull our tail thread through, but don't go all the way through because we need to create our ring here. Okay, just like that. So now you have 2 rings and 1 arch. Try and keep your rings symmetrical in size by loosening or tightening them down. Now turn your work over and place a knot. And we're going to do another arch, exactly the same as we have done. Okay, we'll go over the arch one more time. The arch is 5 double stitches, picot, 2 double stitches, picot, 2 double stitches, picot, 5 double stitches to finish up this arch. Okay, now we're going to pull our tail thread all the way through. Every so often, you might need to let your needle and tail thread dangle from up off the floor, just so that way you can get some of this twist out of it and it doesn't coil up so bad. It gets better as the tail gets shorter. Okay, so now we're going to turn our work over and place a knot. And go ahead and continue making arches and rings just like this. The very last arch we make will be the 8th arch. So go ahead and continue working until you have 6 arches, and I will meet back up with you. And we're going to go ahead and finish that up at that point together. So that way you can see how we're going to join. But this is our first week and our first clue. So we are going to continue around. And I will meet back up with you when I have finished my 6th arch. Okay, so we have 6 rings and 6 arches. Let's go ahead and do our 7th ring, and as we have been doing the same exact way. So 5 double stitches, join, okay, join through that side picot of the previous ring, and now 3 double stitches picot, three double stitches, picot, 5 double stitches. Okay. Close that ring up, turn your work, and place a knot. Just like that. All right, let's do our 7th arch. So 5 double stitches, picot, 2 double stitches, picot, 2 double stitches, picot, 5 double stitches. Okay, pull that tail thread through. Turn your work over and place a knot. All right, so now we're going to join rings. We're going to join with our next ring on the side of this ring we just completed and the side of the ring that we have started the project with. Okay, so 5 double stitches, join to our first ring, three double stitches, picot, 3 double stitches. This is that very top picot. Now we need to reach over and join to the picot on the side of our first ring. Slide your work down the needle, or you could use a crochet hook if you choose, and pick up through that ring. Okay, now we're going to complete that ring with 5 double stitches. Okay, go ahead and pull your work through and form your ring. Now we are all joined together there. Now we need to join our arches. So turn your work over, place a knot, and make your last arch. Don't put a knot at the end of the arch until we've joined it together. So 5 double stitches, picot, 2 double stitches, picot, 2 double stitches, picot, 5 double stitches. Okay, pull your tail through. Go. Do not turn your work over at this point. We need to join. So right at the join between our first ring and our first arch. Set that down on the white so you can see it a little bit better. Right in between your arch and your ring, you're going to come from the back side, in between them two, and bring your needle up through, and your tail thread. Make sure you get in there in the stitch. There we are. That felt better. Pull your tail thread through, just like that. Okay, now you can place a knot, turn your work over and place a knot. Okay, all that's left to do is sew in your tails, and you have completed week 1. Get that situated so you can see it. Okay, so next week's clue will come out on Wednesday, and we will start our next little clue, whatever it may be. Thank you for watching. I hope you are already enjoying this mystery tag-along. If you are, please give me a thumbs up and let me know down in the description box. Let me know what color you're using. What size are you using? Are you using the number 10 crochet thread? Or are you using a number 1 cotton? Or a number 2 cotton? And your larger needle? I'd love to hear from you what you are using. Have you ever needle tatted before? Are you considering it? All kinds of good questions there. Let me know in the comment section below, and give me that thumbs up, letting me know that you watched the video and you enjoyed. Okay, everybody, be blessed and be a blessing. I'll see you next week.